School is a wonderful place where you study, make and meet friends and have fun. Although the subjects may be boring, some teachers make that fun as well. But this Florida teacher had some sick, twisted meaning of fun. He showed the 4th graders of Academy of Innovative Education in Miami Springs the movie Winnie the Pooh. You might be wondering, well, what's wrong with that? The thing is, instead of showing the kids a fun-loving movie about a yellow bear eating honey, he showed Winnie the Pooh, honey and blood. This is a recent incident and everyone is furious at the school and the teacher. If you want daily coverage of drama from around the world, hit the subscribe button. Back to the video. Here is the full story. A teacher, a maths teacher to be exact, on a fine morning of October 2nd wanted to show his students a movie. Maybe the teacher thought showing a movie might make the students like him more and pay more attention during his classes. So he showed them this sick and twisted adaptation of the beloved children's character that turns into a monster after his friend Christopher Robin heads off to college. Winnie the Pooh became public domain at the start of 2022. Taking advantage of this, Winnie the Pooh Blood and Honey was made, but it was rated NR, meaning it is not meant for children, especially not for 4th graders. The movie ratings are there for a reason. This movie contains some really graphic scenes like killing, blood, gore, and nudity. Moist Critical in his video said that it had nudity in the first few minutes of the show. Just take a look.
And the kids got 20 to 30 minutes of it, according to the parent there, which means they got quite a bit of gore and titties. So one of the first scenes, well, it's not one of the first scenes, but an earlier scene in the film, Winnie the Pooh is hunting down a woman, and after he catches her, he rips her shirt off and her titties start flopping around like they just got hit by NVIDIA jiggle physics. And he goes, "Ooga!" He doesn't make that noise, but he like stares at him like really wide-eyed because he's looking at breasts, and then he throws her in a wood chipper. All of that's very early in the film, meaning that 4th grade classroom saw all of that in their fucking math class.
I have personally not watched it, but if that is the case, then the case is horrifying, especially because the teacher did not stop playing the movie. He played 30 minutes of the movie before stopping it. It is enough time to have seen some of the horror that the movie has to offer. He did not stop the movie even when the kids were telling him to stop. This is some really messed up stuff. I don't know how he got the job or what was going through his head when he played the movie. Maybe he did not know, maybe he thought that it was just a normal Winnie the Pooh movie, but having blood in the title, I don't really think that anyone would be mistaken. The teacher claims that the kids chose the movie. First off, if the kids chose the movie, why was it even on the list? Why was there an option for picking an NR-rated movie? Let's give him the benefit of the doubt that he did not know that it was that kind of a movie. Let's for a second think that the teacher was innocent till this point. But when you saw the scenes, should you not have stopped it? Maybe the students picked this movie to watch. Maybe you didn't know what this movie was about. But what about stopping the movie when the kids asked you to stop the movie? Or did the teacher actually think this movie was fun? I was disgusted and shocked when I read about this incident. I cannot imagine the horror when the parents heard about the news. The New York Post recorded some of the conversation. "I feel completely abandoned by the school," Michelle Diaz said to CBS Miami following a meeting with the school's principal. They were exposed for 20 to 30 minutes to a movie called Winnie the Pooh, Honey and Blood. She continued, "He didn't stop the movie even though there were kids saying, 'Hey, stop the movie, we don't want to watch this.'"
Mother let out her frustration.
I feel completely abandoned by the school and
Michelle Diaz reached out to CBS News Miami. She said her 4th grader twins were distraught because of a movie their math teacher played for students on Monday, October 2nd.
So they were exposed 20 to 30 minutes to a movie called Winnie the Pooh, Honey and Blood. He didn't stop the movie even though there were kids that were like, "Hey, just stop the movie, we don't want to watch this," and whatever.
How was that movie picked?
The mother also claimed that some of the students were severely affected, which was bound to happen. They are only 4th graders. Most of them have not even seen blood, let alone all the killings and the gore they were exposed to. Diaz said that it's not for them to decide what they want to. It's up to the professor to take a look at the content.
So he said that the children picked it. It's not them to decide what they want to watch. It's up to the professor to look at the content.
I completely agree with this statement. Just like their subject, planning out what to teach beforehand, you should at least look at the content beforehand as well. The Academy of Innovative Education, which is the school in question here, has become aware that a segment of a horror movie was shown to 4th graders Monday, October 2nd, 2023 that was not suitable for the age group. Head of school Vera Hirsch said in a statement to CBS, "Our administration promptly addresses this issue directly with the teacher and has taken appropriate action to ensure the safety and well-being of students." She also said that we are actively monitoring the students and our mental health counselor and principal have already met with those students who have expressed concern. I don't know how this went on for 30 minutes. How the teacher is saying that it was not his fault and the kids chose the movie themselves. If you were able to forcefully show them a movie for 30 minutes, then I'm sure you would be able to stop it after seeing the first not for children scenes as well. It's not like the kids were holding you hostage or something like that. Neither did you somehow fall asleep. Anyway, that was the sick case of the Florida maths teacher. It is important to note that the school, the Academy for Innovative Education, charter but does not fall under the city's school rule, so it has full responsibility for the personnel it hires, according to CBS. This is genuinely one of the biggest wins for Twitch in a very long time. They finally announced that they will support multi-streaming, meaning that you can stream on multiple platforms like YouTube and Kick while also streaming on Twitch. This is a huge announcement for everyone, and more so for small creators. First, let's take a look at this clip from TwitchCon Las Vegas, where the now CEO, Daniel Clancy, announces this news.
So last year, we updated our simulcasting policy to allow simulcasting on mobile services such as TikTok and Instagram. On my recent trip, a number of streamers talked about how they are leveraging these services to grow their Twitch community. So today, we're taking this a step further and announcing that we are allowing simulcasting on any live streaming service. You should have the freedom to decide which services you want to live stream on. You can learn more about our guidelines for this in a help article that will go live shortly.
I will discuss why this announcement is huge, but first I do have to say that this was announced 2 or 3 days ago and I only heard about it today due to Moist Critical's video, which I will link it down below. So huge shout out to him. Now, this is a huge announcement mainly because of a few points. First point is mainly focused on small to medium-sized streamers. There are thousands of people who stream for like less than 5 people for years. Many other streamers like Disguised Toast, Ludwig, and more have talked about this situation before. So the streamers who don't advertise their stream outside the platform are stuck on it with way less people than they deserve. Now, streamers mostly get new viewers by using TikTok or YouTube Shorts or other platforms to advertise their content. With them being able to stream on multiple platforms without fearing Papa Twitch might ban them is a huge win for any streamer. They get to share their content on any platform. This increases their discoverability. They may get new viewers who would have never found his or her content otherwise. Twitch was against this rule of multi-streaming for so long. They have even banned people from Twitch if streamers showed anything related to the other platforms. It's great to see that they are now realizing that the move was not benefiting them or the streamers in any way. It's also great for big streamers as well, because if this move pulls in new viewers from, let's say, YouTube and Kick, these viewers may also want to watch some other streamers on the platform when their favorite streamer is not online. These viewers may leak out to some other creators as well. So it's a win-win situation for everyone. This is why this is a huge announcement. This came in as a shock to me because I don't know how long it has been since Twitch announced something this big that has been beneficial to all parties involved. Sure, they have made some choices that people did not like, but this may change some people's view of the platform. This change is happening mainly because of the new CEO, Dan Clancy. He took over around 8 months ago and has been a vocal member of the community. He is very active and is actually a Twitch streamer himself. He actually streams on the platform himself, so he has a very good idea of what it is lacking. The former CEO, Emmett Shear, did start with streaming StarCraft 2, but when that game fell off, he just took a backseat and dismissed himself from the community. We rarely ever heard from him about any of the changes Twitch made. So with a new CEO who actually uses the platform and is very active, It looked like Twitch was going in the right direction, and that it did. He did have to go through a long process to make that happen, but it finally did. I am excited about the future of Twitch. It still is the best place for streaming. The chat experience is so much better than any platform. The moderation is also way better. And one of the biggest selling point is Twitch Prime. It is basically getting a free subscription to your favorite streamer. If you have an Amazon Prime account, you can use it to subscribe to any one of the streamer. You don't pay anything extra and the money comes from Amazon themselves to the streamer. I think I saw one clip of Ludwig and Tarek discussing this, that even if Twitch takes 50% from all subscriptions, Tarek would still make more on Twitch due to all the free Prime subscriptions, which is not available on YouTube. And by the way, the split on YouTube is 70-30, I believe, where the streamer gets 70% from all memberships and YouTube takes 30%. It's good to see that Twitch are making the move in the right direction. Everyone thought that SSSniperWolf drama would die out because of the apology post she made. But nope, we have more drama. And it keeps getting better and better. This time, it's evading the temporary suspension that YouTube enforced on her main channel due to the doxing event. It's getting hilarious really. For those who don't know, let's take a quick trip down memory lane and refresh the incidents that have unfolded till now. SSniperWolf, one of YouTube's biggest superstar with over 30 million subscribers, and Jax Films had an internet rivalry of sort. That's because SSniperWolf creates reaction videos with so little effort that it can be called a re-upload of the original video. Jax Films calls her out for that and also mocks her content with his second channel. SSniperWolf then one day decided to dox Jax Films and showed a photo of his house to her millions of followers on Instagram. This made everyone, even people in her own community, mad, and YouTube finally had to step in. This is what YouTube had to say, confirming SSniperWolf has received a temporary monetization suspension per creator responsibility policies. Off-platform actions that put others' personal safety at risk harm our community, and the behavior of both sides isn't what we want on YouTube. Hoping everyone helps move this convo to a better place. Yeah, you heard it right. YouTube said both sides, implying that Jax Films is also on the wrong here. I explained the rest on my other video, so watch that to know the full story. Moving on, SSniperWolf right after YouTube's post tweeted her own apology, saying, "Let me start by saying I'm sorry for my recent actions. It is inexcusable. I'm sorry to Jax Films, YouTube, the entire creator community, and my incredible fans for not being a better example for appropriate conflict resolution. Jax Films, while we certainly don't see eye to eye and have our differences, I am sorry for reacting the way I did, when I should have taken the opportunity to show young creators how adults and professionals resolve conflict by communicating directly, respectfully, and privately, not for views or content, but a meaningful example of how conflict should be resolved. I will reach out directly and hope we can find some time to connect and communicate respectfully. I'd also like to thank YouTube for holding me accountable. I deserve it. Respect the decision and appreciate the opportunity to learn and grow from a true lapse in judgment." So everyone thought that this was the end of it and of all the drama. YouTube just temporarily suspended her account of monetization and that's it. SSniperWolf would take a break, go on a nice little vacation, and after a week or so, YouTube would again remonetize her channel and that's it. But little did everyone know, she started posting on her second channel, which by the way is not demonetized. She took her videos from 2017 or so and started re-uploading them on her second channel, which gets millions of views per month. So she is basically evading her punishment. YouTube feared that creators might do this, so they have policies in place that prohibits creators from posting content from their demonetized channel to a monetized channel. This is just absurd. She says I deserve it, respect the decision, and appreciate the opportunity to learn, and then goes on to do this. I don't understand what goes through her mind. All of this could have been avoided if she just waited for a couple of weeks. It's not like she would go broke or anything. Her second channel was still making money without re-uploading her old content. So today we're going to be covering the MrBeast drama that got everyone so riled up. If you watch YouTube, then you know MrBeast. He is like the poster boy for the company. He needs no introduction. The guy that gives out money like candy on a Halloween night. But he has been in some controversy recently with many people hating on him for some of his tweets, saying he is the rich evil character from the comics who experiments on people. MrBeast has been in controversy for two different cases. First is the tweets. The experiments tweet that he posted, which got some people very angry at him. Next is the AI controversy, where Meta, the parent company of Facebook, Instagram and WhatsApp, made celebrity AI, which looks and sounds just like them. But before we get into that, let's talk about the first controversy, which are the tweets that he posted. This all began with a tweet from MrBeast on September 29, asking his followers, would you spend 100 days in this room with a random stranger for $500,000? Doors are unlocked, but if any one of you leave before day 100, you both lose. And then he posted a photo of the room. Then he follows up with another tweet saying, I'm about to run this experiment. Let's see how they do. This all sounded like his next video idea, where he would invite 2 subscribers or random people for this challenge. But after seeing this post, people had mixed reactions. Most of them were excited and said that they could do it easily, like this one. Some of them said that they would do it for $500. People even made some funny memes like this one. Some were even excited and waiting for the video to come out. But few people were very angry at MrBeast, saying it was experiments on people's lives and how it is unethical and other stuff like that. They said that MrBeast is torturing people. Remember, we just watched that TV show about why torturing people with the promise of money is a bad idea. And others saying MrBeast is doing all of this just to up his engagement. This one I don't believe is true. He has like tens of millions of views, even on Twitter for every single tweet. He's like allergic to low views. Does not matter which platform he is on. If he's on it, he gets views. Anyway, this tweet says, Mr. Least. That name playing, I don't know why, but I found it very funny. Trying to up his engagement to scrounge up money to move out of his aunt's basement. And all of that led to a division of his community, with many still siding with MrBeast, but some getting angry at him for having so much power that he could run such experiments. But wait, there's more. He tweeted this the next day, saying, I messed up. I bought a random grocery store and told a random person I'd give him $10,000. Every day he lives in it, and it's been weeks and he shows no sign of ever leaving. I'm gonna go broke. This one sparked a tiny Twitter war between the followers of MrBeast. The people that were already angry by his previous post from a day ago got furious. Some say that he has too much power, while others say that no one should be able to do that with people's lives. He also replied to one of the comments, saying that I blacked out the windows and locked it. While this post had some good memes like this one. Yeah, I got so rich cause someone said they'd pay me $10,000 a day to stay inside a grocery store. And this one depicting that MrBeast is gonna go broke because the man won't leave. Some people also showed calculations of what the earnings would be for 4 weeks, 6 months, a year and 2 years. Many were excited just like the previous post, saying they are waiting for the video to be posted on YouTube after 5 years, when the man finally decides to move out of the grocery store. But some people are irritated, saying who approved this idea, while others say money should have value and not be used for shits and giggles. Just saying, the world will implode and everyone help. I'm very curious to hear what your thoughts are on this situation. Comment down below. I think people are taking way too seriously here. MrBeast is a huge creator, and if he did something like torturing, there would have been people / winners of his challenges coming out and saying that he did something like that. The fact that no winners have complained showed that he did not keep them in chains, and all the contestants have free will. People do some weird stuff for money. Doing some challenges made by a YouTube millionaire just makes the process way easier. I won't say anything other than that. Comment down below if you agree or disagree with my views. Now let's talk about the other controversy surrounding MrBeast, and any celebrity for that matter. Meta is now heavily investing in AI, and they have made some significant progress it seems. Videos have been circulating with a MrBeast AI, where he announces the biggest iPhone 15 giveaway. He will give away 10,000 iPhone 15 to people if they donate $2. Just watch this video.
Watching this video, you're one of the 10,000 lucky people who'll get an iPhone 15 Pro for just $2. I'm MrBeast, and I'm doing the world's largest iPhone 15 giveaway. Click the link below to claim yours now.
It looks like this is an AI with video quality that looks like it was imported from 2002. It clearly looks fake, but the quality of the video makes it more realistic as it hides away some flaws. Also, it sounds a little robotic, but it does look scary that we have already got this far to recreating someone's facial expression and voice. The face and the mouth are actually moving. It's not like those 2015 AIs who spat out words with no emotions and expressions. With more and more investments going to AI and more advancement in technologies, AI might be used to fake such advertisements way more. Meta not only has MrBeast AI, they have many other celebrities as well, like Kendall Jenner, Chris Paul, and more. I may have also heard that Meta AI will be available for commercial use soon. These AIs also have their own Instagram pages, where MrBeast AI is called ComedyZack. You can actually interact with these accounts by messaging them, although only messaging is possible for public use for now. The videos that are circulating look very real and might be coming out soon. What are your thoughts on this AI? I think it's very creepy. This can be used to harm influencers if they become better. YouTube now feels like a horse race where everyone is competing to get more and more views. And it has been so for a while now. Everyone is trying to become the next MrBeast. That should be good for YouTube, right? More views would equal more ads. More ads would equal more revenue for the creator as well as the company, right? Then why the title? Well, it's because of the guys like the one we are going to talk about today. His name is Fidias. Most of you may know him from his I Hugged World's Top 100 Celebrities or I Shook Top 100 YouTubers Hands. He does some weird stuff like that and his channel is pretty successful. He has like over 2 million subscribers. But if you watch his videos, he sometimes does things which are not very appropriate or culturally sound. Like in this video, I spent 100 hours in the world's poorest country. If you watch the video, you will find that he treats the people there like they don't know anything and he tries to show them what a smartphone is and what the internet is. He thinks like all the people there are stupid, which I found very disrespectful. But that's his content. He does stuff like that and gets millions of views. But his recent video called I Travel Across Japan for Free is beyond insane. Japan has very strict laws regarding taking free rides on trains and buses. People in Japan generally do not like foreigners, and doing this kind of thing makes everyone looks bad. As of now, after all the backlash, Fidias has removed the video from his channel. In that video, he does a challenge. He and his YouTuber friends try to go across Japan from one point to another for free. That idea is not new and people have tried to get from one place to another in different countries as well. But to make it free is very difficult if you are not doing anything illegal. Yes, you can go from one place to another without spending money if you are doing it illegally. And that is exactly what this YouTuber does. He does things which can be considered borderline criminal. He gets arrested in the first few minutes of the video when he tries to ride a bus. Before riding the bus, he thought that the fare would be 600 yen. So he asked a stranger for the money, and that kind stranger just gave him that amount.
So I asked a stranger to give me some money. Oh my god, I love you! Yes.
The video had been deleted, so I'm showing this video from another channel called Lord Shadow. Then he gets on the bus and takes the ride to his destination. But when he wanted to get out of the bus, the driver said that the fare was 680 yen. He only had 600 yen which he got from the stranger. So he tried to convince the driver to let him go with 600 yen only. And as I said earlier, the rules for this kind of stuff are very strict in Japan. So the driver took Fidias to the police, where they interrogated him. Watch this clip.
Get off?
Yes.
680. Yeah.
6. Only this.
80.
No.
80.
No. In the police station, they started interrogating me and they took my phone away, so I couldn't film anything.
Eventually though, the police got bored of Fidias after keeping him detained for 5 hours, and eventually, the police covered the remaining 80 yen. This is just hilarious. And also, it's not only Fidias, all his 3 friends are on the same journey with no money. They, however, till this point have purchased the tickets with the correct amount of money by asking strangers. So they are at least doing good. The people in Japan are really nice to give strangers the money for the bus. the train, and everything else. Fidias, however, right after getting out of the bus station, tried to hop on a train for free without a ticket. Not like the other ones, who at least took the help of strangers to get the money to buy the ticket. He just straight out illegally got on a train without a ticket.
And now it's time to teach you how to get the train for free.
And his famous trick is not some great 2000 IQ plan where he would do something so amazing to evade the ticket master. No, all he does is go to the bathroom, locks himself in, and traverses his whole journey there.
I would just lock myself the whole time in the bathroom.
Wow, genius, right? I don't know how he did not think that people would eventually need to go to the toilet, because it's a very big journey. It's not like he's taking the train for 1 or 2 stops. People did notice that Fidias was in the toilet for a very long time. The Ticketmaster finally thought that something fishy was going on here. So he waited outside the bathroom, and when Fidias got out, he was caught. He then acted like he was feeling sick and sat down, acting like he was going to puke. The Ticketmaster, I guess, felt bad and released his hand. And as soon as his hand was released, Fidias ran. In the video, Fidias said that police were called, but there was no police chasing him, and he got on to another train. Now, people would think that the toilet strategy was stupid because people caught on to him fairly quickly. So the plan needs to change for the next one. But no, he just uses the same technique, and this time he successfully rode the train to his destination without any problem. Meanwhile, all this was going on, his YouTuber friend also did the same strategy of riding the whole journey on the train toilets to get to his destination as well. The next part is actually not that bad. They asked the people of Japan for some money, to which many of them accepted and gave them the money. And then they head to the next destination, which is Kyoto, where the last person to reach the destination will be eliminated. In Kyoto, Fidias again tried to have something for free, and it was the breakfast from a very good hotel. He went up the floors to check and pick one of the room numbers. He then went to the buffet area and got a free breakfast by just saying that he was from room 505. The person living in that room will be charged for that breakfast, which he didn't even have. Fast forwarding, they get to their next destination where one of his YouTuber friends gets eliminated, and then there were 2 left. Last part of the video is pretty straightforward. They have to only hitchhike for the rest of their journey. They did that, and finally Fidias won the race. The last part was not that bad. It's great to see that so many people in Japan trust other people, and that they would go out of their way to help them. They even let one of the 4 stay at their home for a night. Japan is a great country. I would love to go there sometime. Moving on, the fact that Fidias did something that would disrespect the culture and people for some challenge is just so bad. It shows that some would go through absurd lengths just to get some amount of views. He also made an apology where he said that his intentions were not to harm the emotions of the people of Japan. He would do more research before doing something like this the next time. That means there will be a next time. His video got removed from YouTube after all the backlash. I don't know what kind of research he is going to do that would allow him to do this kind of illegal stuff again. If you want to ride a public transport, get the money. You can ask the people, which is what he did for the later part of the video. But if you don't have the money, don't use the transport. It's just a YouTube video. Better to do things the right way than to go to jail for getting more views. So today we have 2 interesting stories. Sorry for missing out yesterday's upload. I was feeling sick and was on my bed the whole day. Today we have 2 stories that I wanted to discuss. The first story is the one that I wanted to discuss yesterday, which is the disgusting gym owner story, where he did something only a madman would think of doing, and also perverts. The next is another update on the SSSniperWolf drama. I told you that I would keep you updated if anything else happened, so here we are. First, let's start with the gym owner story. I'll be referring to him as the gym owner, as I don't want to give out his name. He is the owner of a very well-known 24-hour all-woman gym called the CCC Fitness. It was very well known to be a safe place for the women that go there. But the recent actions of the gym owner disgusted everyone. 100 of his 130 members quit after hearing the news. He also has a response video where he explains why he did what he did. But I don't think there's any reason valid enough to explain his deeds. The CCC Fitness had a bizarre incident where the owner placed a mini camera in the girls' bathroom. That right there is good enough reason to not trust the owner and the gym ever again. But let's see what he has to say regarding the incident. He said that around June, he discovered that some of his personal grooming products were missing from the vanity in one of the bathrooms. He stored teeth whitening gel, tanning foam, a tanning glove, and $180 worth of face serum beneath the sink in a place that he felt was clear it was not for public use. Between June and August, the gym owner said there had been up to 5 instances where his products had disappeared. He suspected that they might have been stolen. The missing products added up to $300 to $400 in total, he said. Yeah, so instead of moving the items from the sink, you had a great idea of installing a camera to see if your hunch that there is a thief was correct. Continuing on, he said that he allowed a family friend to join his gym. He did that because the family friend helped him in his time of need when he was younger. But after the items went missing, the gym owner started suspecting that the friend was stealing those items. He didn't want to get the feds involved as he was a close friend. So he confronted the friend and asked about the products in the bathroom and that they were missing. The friend said that he did not know about the products and did not know where they were. But the owner had like 90% surety that the friend was the culprit. So instead of revoking the gym membership or talking it out like normal adults, the owner decided that he would put a GoPro in the toilets to spy. He did say that he discussed what to do about the friend with his wife and another trusted employee of the gym. So after talking to 2 other people, how was putting a camera in the bathroom the conclusion? This is some sick perverted Sherlock Holmes fantasy world drama, where he thought he would catch the friend red-handed and would be called a hero. There were so many other options he could have had, other than the worst one he went with. The day that the camera was installed, it sat at a 45-degree angle, the owner said, and it did not have the toilet in its frame. The janitor installed the camera on top of a mop bucket and ensured that it was at the correct angle. He also said that the camera had no memory card installed and it did not record any footage or photos either in its memory or on any cloud-based platform. Is that any better? Trying to justify that he was trying to do good by not looking or storing the footage of someone in the toilet? You installed a camera in the bathroom. It does not matter what your intentions were. There was no proof that the friend was stealing your products. You had a hunch and were 90% sure. Then why not change where you kept your product and revoke the friend's membership? You could have said, sorry, but I think it is you who is stealing my products. I don't want you to come to my gym again. Or as a last option, if those products were that valuable, call the cops. Installing the camera should not be the first option to go to. He also said that he put the camera on a live view setting where he had to be within 30 feet of the camera to view the feed. He said he planned to view it only when his friend was at the gym. The owner said that he put the camera at around 4 p.m. right before his friend would arrive at the gym. But on that day, there was another woman who came in and went straight to the toilet. He said in an interview with the Tribune that he regretted not saying anything to the woman when they crossed, that he should have said that the camera was for some other purpose. The woman did not say anything when she came out. She went to the bathroom several times before finally confronting the owner about the camera. The owner says that, I'm in shock. I just feel like I'm a 5-year-old kid with his hand caught in a cookie jar. By the time he went to retrieve the camera from the toilet, the bucket was shifted for the camera to face the toilets. When the camera was discovered, he said all he could think about was his criminal record from his teenage years. He had struggled with substance abuse at the time, he said, but he was no longer that person. He's been sober for 15 years, he said. The owner first lied about the camera to the woman who found it and to the responding officer at first, saying that he did not know where it came from. About 2 weeks later, police showed up at his home with a search warrant. That's when they found testosterone, an unsterilized ghost gun, and ammunition. He said he used the testosterone replacement therapy to help his fitness and wellness goals, but he admitted that the hormone was not prescribed. He said he used about 200 mg per week, an average amount for someone his size, and was open about sharing his use of the hormone with anyone who asked about it. He also admitted he shouldn't have had the gun due to his criminal record and said he only used it at a shooting range. I spent so much time creating a place that was safe and a reprieve from life's craziness, he said. The incident has made it to where this place is now felt as the most uncomfortable and most violating place to be, and I'm extremely disappointed in myself for having done it. That was the full story of of what happened in the CCC Fitness. Next up is a small update on the SSSniperWolf story. It's not a big update though. So if you don't know, I think everyone and their mother knows about it till now. But if you don't, a small brief explanation is she doxed another YouTuber by the name of Jack's Films because they had sort of a beef. YouTube finally stepped in and demonetized her channel after all the backlash. But instead of slowing down and thinking of her actions, she started re-uploading her previous videos on her second channel called SSSniperWolf Top Videos, which was still monetized by then, basically evading the monetization ban that YouTube placed. YouTube has finally responded to this situation as well by banning her second account, and this was the response. Hi there, jumping in to confirm that the SSSniperWolf Top Videos channel was also temporarily suspended from YPP, YouTube Partner Program, per our Creator Responsibility Guidelines. Consistent with that policy, we applied the YPP suspension to the creators' associated channels. We also temporarily banned implies that they banned the channel along with her main channel, but that was not the case. It was monetized right until the post was made by YouTube. It looks like YouTube is still holding their favorite child's hand and saving her from everyone. This drama just gets crazier and crazier every passing day. Today we'll be covering two stories that are both equally crazy. First is the drama, a new drama surrounding MrBeast, and second is Amouranth making beer out of, well, we will see. So stay till the end of the video to know the full story of both of these cases. First, let's start with MrBeast drama. MrBeast has been lying in his videos. That is not my statement. It is the statement of one of the contestants from Creator Games 3. Remember the video from way back? The contestant, namely Rosanna Pansino, said that she came third, but in the video it was edited that she would be shown as coming fifth. Before saying anything, let's see what she wrote. It's a long statement, so sit tight. I'll read the statement first and then say what I think about it. I had participated in Creator Games 1 and 2 and was excited to be part of YouTube's Creator Games 3, Hide and Seek at SoFi Stadium. After filming had wrapped up, I truly couldn't believe how well I did at the competition and was proud of what I had achieved. I had placed third. Bronze medal emoji. When the video was released, I was shocked, disappointed, and felt hurt. MrBeast, Jimmy, had edited the video to make me look like I performed worse than I did. This was extra upsetting because I genuinely believed him when he said that his videos are authentic and real. He edited the video to look like the final three people were Larry, Logan Paul, and Zach King. The final three were actually Zach, Quackity, and myself. For the entire duration of filming, we all wore earpieces connected to walkie-talkies. They would announce in our ears when somebody had been found or when we had to move hiding spots. If you didn't move, you were immediately disqualified. While I was still hiding, they announced that they found Logan Paul. I couldn't believe I outlasted him. He is a fierce competitor. It was getting really late. We filmed for over 24 hours straight, and they eventually offered me money to come out of hiding and quit. I declined. I had been counting the eliminations and I was currently in 4th place, with Larry, Quackity, Zach, and myself still remaining. Jimmy asked us to move hiding spots again, to the side of the stadium with mannequins. It was at this time that I was found in transition moving to my next hiding spot. When Jimmy found me, he brought me to the field to be with the others that had also been found. I thought I had placed 4. However, Larry had been asleep and hadn't moved in a long time, so he was disqualified. This meant I got 3rd place. When I arrived to the field, I saw Matt, Pat, and Logan there because they were seekers now. Jimmy said he was going to look for Jack and asked if anyone wanted to join him. I offered to help, but he said he wanted to take Logan Paul instead. So I hung back to start looking for Zach in a different direction with Matt, Pat. I placed 3rd, Quackity placed 2nd, and Zach placed 1st. That is what actually happened. Despite Jimmy editing out the only female in the top 3, I was proud of what I had achieved. I followed the rules of the game, gave it my all, had fun, and never gave up. They can't take that away from me. Wow, that was long. For those of you who didn't keep up or skipped that part, TLDR is that she came in 3rd in the actual game, but in the video it was shown that she came in 5th or 4th. So now she is upset. What I think is that it is bad if MrBeast actually made Logan Paul 3rd if he was caught way before that. It's just a corporate move to get more views and retention due to the video having a more quote-unquote famous character in the video till the end. If he was out before, then the video should have shown him getting out before. The whole premise of MrBeast's video not being fake and are actually genuine loses its ground here. I don't actually know if that is the case though. I'm only going on with Rosanna Pansino's statement here. as there is still no word from MrBeast till now. Speaking of which, they got in touch after all this, but Rosanna Pansino did something which I think is childish and not very professional. She leaked their Twitter conversations. This is what their Twitter conversations say. What's your phone number? I'd love to call you and see if we can figure out what happened. Rosanna replied, "Hey Jimmy, my intentions of speaking is not to be malicious or create drama. I was really hurt by the editing decisions you made. Editing me out of top 3 and making me look like I performed worse than I did felt awful. Wackity was also edited out of the top 3 and he also talked about it. I've stayed silent for so long, it's causing me mental stress and anguish. It's not mentally healthy for me to have someone make me look worse than I am to millions of people. I would never do that to a fellow creator." To which MrBeast replied, "Obviously I wasn't trying to make you look bad. Just give me a time, we can chat. I'm not mad or anything, just want to help." Rosanna then said, "Why did you lie? Why did you say in the video that you found Logan literally 1 minute before Zach? I outlasted Logan and was proud of what I accomplished. It actually built some confidence in myself that wasn't there before." MrBeast replied, "I don't know, been a while. Let's call and figure it out." And Rosanna finally said that, "I'll give you some time to look into it and remember, and then we can discuss. I'm more than happy to review all the raw footage to help show the timeline of events. Feel free to send it over to my team, let me know." After looking into all of that, what I think is that it's just a normal internet drama. Attack the biggest internet creator who would actually care because you are in his video. I mean, there is no possible way that this causes anyone mental stress for such a long time. Yeah, for a day or two I can understand, but why not come out right then and there? Why wait for so long? Now, I'm not a die-hard MrBeast stan that I would defend everything he does. I do think that if Logan Paul was caught before but was shown to be third, then that is a very bad move. To rig your own show just to get views. I mean, you already have the views, but to get the retention is just absurd. But what Rosanna Pansino did just screams a PR tactic. It's not like she was cheated out of the prize money or anything. She just came 1 or 2 places below the actual rating. That's it. No one is going to say that you are now a hero because you came in third. I am being harsh on her because instead of talking about it privately, she went and posted everything on the internet. Well, I should be happy because that is content for me. Anyway, that's the new MrBeast drama. Now there is a more juicy story. I mean literally, more juicy story about Amouranth and her new beer, which she is apparently making with her vaginal yeast. That sounds gross. She did an exclusive interview with Texerto where she said, "I'm actually working with a beverage company. It's not my own. I'm still doing that project. There's a beer company. They're European. They want me to send my vaginal yeast." It seems like the Order of Yoni is the company that she is making this beer with. In their website, they mention the full process of making the beer that is safe for drinking. Apparently, they isolate the lactic acid bacteria from the yoni of a woman, whatever that is. They test to see that only lactobacillus is present and no other harmful bacteria or viruses remain after the isolation process. This isolated bacteria, which is safe for the human body by the way, is then multiplied and used to make the yoni beer. It is amazing how science works. But I will pass on that bottle though. I am not against the idea of selling whatever they are selling. I will take a hard pass on that. When asked about whether this will sell or not, she said that she had no doubt it will sell. Whether or not they will drink it is another case. But they will probably drink it, she said. Well, that's it for today's video. Those were some crazy stories. What do you think about it? Tell me down in the comments. Also hit that like and subscribe button as it helps out a lot. Thanks for watching this video. If you want, you can watch some of my other videos as well. See you in the next one.